Sure
startup.
it is.
It is startup.
How is my microphone audio, by the way?
Oh my... Vandalia must have his Twitch thing set to an auto host, because this is like the second time this has happened now. And your sorry, your microphone sounds fine.
Thank you.
Oh, now it just automatically unhosted. Okay. Great.
Wah, wah. Oh, so now Vandalia's like, see, this one shuts down.
I swear, dude, I'm actually going to talk about that. Generally, how is everybody else feeling, though?
Good, I'm playing the remake of Conquer right now. On Xbox One.
The cursed console.
Why is it cursed?
Because it's made by Microsoft, and I'm joking.
No,
Wow.
seriously, even though PlayStation pretty much has the lead, Xbox does have its benefits.
All consoles have their benefits.
Yeah. Like, I just put in they updated the original Xbox backwards compatibility list. 3 games I own. Breakdown, Hunter the Reckoning, and Jade Empire I own, so I put the discs in, and they were added. And I decided to buy Conquer Live and Reloaded, because I'm not paying $30 to $40 for a physical copy when I can just buy it digitally for $10. Yeah, oddly enough, freaking Elder Scrolls Morrowind and Hunter the Reckoning you have to pay $15 for some reason. I mean, I guess Morrowind makes sense, but Hunter the Reckoning, not really.
Morrowind on the Xbox One is apparently on par with the PC version, but it still has a smaller draw distance.
I mean, honestly, I would not buy Morrowind because I had a bad experience with the PC version. I already said in the last podcast episode that I didn't really like the Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah,
Brian's like
what? Oblivion put me off by its awkward leveling up system, which I feel is necessary for an RPG because it gives you a sense of progression. And Morrowind put me off even more by how clunky its interface was. I hear they simplified it on the Xbox version because on the Xbox version it's not like you can click through a million menus like how you can on a PC. So maybe if I ever wanted, what happened?
He's talking about Morrowind on Xbox. Yeah, they had to simplify it a lot for the original Xbox version.
I mean, if I ever wanted to try Morrowind again, I might get it on Xbox then. I mean, if they're selling the Game of the Year edition digitally, then I might just want to buy it digitally then, because the Game of the Year edition on disc is $30, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for Microsoft to start giving away original Xbox games for free alongside 360 and Xbox One.
Like a Xbox Gold thing?
Yeah, games of gold. Like, maybe they'd have to wait for a significant amount of original Xbox games to get backwards compatible before they considered it.
Honestly, the Xbox is starting to remind me a lot of how the Wii works.
Yeah, Sparrow, go to the podcast and then come back here when it's done.
Also, I have to be back. I have to feed my dogs.
Oh, you're leaving again?
So how many more things on your to-do list do you gotta do?
Make more thumbnails for Vandalia. Anyways, I'll be back.
Meanwhile, Conker's still drunk.
Well, anyways, I guess I can start my thing.
Yeah.
So recently, I've been fucking stressing the fuck out.
What happened? What happened?
Not going in any particular order here. I'm just gonna start with Vandalia since it kind of happened last night. Even though well, I don't know if I should start with the most recent thing that happened or if I should just go with Vandalia first. I guess I'll start with least to greatest stressing out, I suppose.
Yeah.
So starting from what stressed me out the least would be Vandalia, because last night he wanted me to do a test stream to see if dual streaming will work, and I basically told him, well, I don't think that's really necessary because it's not that hard to set up, so I don't really see what the point is. And he still wanted me to, but I just kept telling him no because I just really don't see why I should do it. So then Vandalia goes to work, and apparently he was stressing out really bad at McDonald's to a point where he basically told me that for the sake of peace of mind, he needs me to do... I'm sorry if I'm really gassy right now. I'm kind of having mini burps, but
Oh no, you can... Are you going Shrek on us right now?
No, no, it's like a fucking hiccup, dude, alright? Anyways, so... It's not even my fault. Whatever. So anyways, he tells me that I need to do it for his peace of mind, and I think about it, and I just say, you know what, fine, I'll do it. So I go to ReStream, and I try to log in. No, I'm trying to sign up and make an account for him, when after an attempt, it told me that the email that Vandalia uses was already taken. So at that point, I already knew that, oh, he created an account. Okay. Great. So I guess I'll just go and log in with stuff he's given me in the past, because he gave me his email and password so that I could be a manager on his YouTube account. And I go to use said email and password, and it doesn't work. And I'm like,
it just works.
No, it doesn't work. So I'm like, excuse me? What the fuck? So I go to Vandalia and ask about it. Turns out that he used a different password than what he already gave me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So he gives me the password and I have access. But by the time I was given access to his account, it was near 11:30, and my mom, for some reason, is just being really pissy about fucking bedtimes. So if it was past 11:30, I was afraid that she was going to freak out, so I didn't want to bother doing a test and setting everything up, just so that I don't risk my mom getting all pissy. And I planned on doing it today, which I did. Albeit right before the podcast, but there was still time in between because I had to wait for Jesse. So
sorry about that.
So, but then here's another complication. When I try to log into his Twitch account, I went the same attempt I did with, the original plan, and of course the original plan doesn't work either. And I'm thinking to myself, are you kidding me? I even used the password he gave me for his ReStream, and even that doesn't work. So I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? So I go to Vandalia again. He tells me another password that's completely different, and I guess I figured that he used this one particular password for his YouTube and Twitch, but apparently he uses a different password for each account he has. So in other words, if I needed to log into his Twitch, I need to keep track of that password in particular, otherwise I won't be able to get in. But not only that, but I also had to do a fucking token thing because Twitch is a bitch, and finally I get in, I do the fucking test, and I'm like, finally, I did the test. There you go, Vandalia. Alright, I'm gonna go set up the podcast now. So, That's not the end of the story. I have a lot more to say, so you might as well grab some popcorn while you're at it.
Can I get an ice cream?
Sure. Just get something you're actually gonna fucking eat.
Or not a spreadsheet. You should keep like a Google Docs or like notepad of just all the passwords, so you could just highlight and copy and paste from there.
I suppose, but
I mean, it's so annoying, but
yeah, it is. But I mean, whatever. That's his deal. But it just makes my job a little bit harder, but makes his security better. So whatever. Oh fuck! I lost. Oh yeah. I actually missed one detail. Last night, after he gave me access to his ReStream, he sends me a video of some kind of cartoon with like these alive motorcycles, and one of them says, "I told you so," multiple times, and I don't know what Vandalia was supposed to be doing with that. Like, I don't know if he was trying to tell me "I told you so," or if it's like something completely different, but I'm taking it as a, "Oh, I told you that something would go wrong," even though literally nothing went wrong, because of the fact that, well, no, what would have went wrong actually would have been Vandalia not giving me correct information had I didn't do anything, because if he didn't give me information, I would have been forced to just straight up only stream on YouTube or Twitch, because I needed the info to get into the account in the first place. So he told me, no, I asked him why he didn't give me this information to begin with, and he tells me because I forgot to. He didn't remember that he created an account, apparently, which I don't really get how that happens, but whatever. So I'm like, great. So in other words, he told me "I told you so," when in actuality it would have gone wrong had he never told me the info to get into the account in the first place.
speaking of which, Adam, I know this is probably gonna make you pissed a bit, but you forgot to update the thumbnail. I'm sorry.
What? I did? Oh, great. Guess I'll do that right now. And then there's more bullshit. I mean, Vandalia's wasn't really bullshit, but it was just annoying. You know what? Fuck this. 420. There. I had to save it in my computer because that's how Skype works, apparently. Well, not really, but whatever. So, in other news, there's more things that are stressing me out. In particular, school, and if Schnick was here, I would tell him that this is where I was going to connect this thing that he said right before I started the stream, where Schnick, of course, goes, "You know what? Fuck this," and references Empress New Groove, the thing I did that one time. He's still not here, though. What the hell?
In reference to that one person who did that one thing that one time.
Schnick, get down here right now! Oh, fuck. Wait, he already did as I was saying that. Goddamn. I summoned him.
Oh, you're not
Did you say shut the fuck up?
Your mic through Skype sounds like it's underwater.
Well, he has to get really close to his mic, I think. Assuming he's using his headset, and I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know how his thing works right now. Like, all I know is that there's a particular mic that he used for a long time, probably still uses, where unless the microphone is right up to your face, you're pretty much not going to be able to hear him from across the room.
Do you have to get like as close as ASMR people? Where they
well, it's a headset, so you just wear it.
Oh, never mind. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, if you were holding the head, if you were holding the headset, then I guess technically, yeah, you'd have to go ASMR levels.
So, anyways, my day. So I didn't have school today because my school was scared for some reason. So they're just like, you know what, days off for, I don't know, private reasons. They took down the day because they didn't want stoners in the school or something. I don't know. My school.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Oh, it's 420 day. We don't want students smoking, even though in Colorado, the only way smoking weed is legal is I believe if you're a certain age, and you have to do it in at least in a house. Like, you can't just do it in public. Yeah, in home. Like, you know, you can fucking do it at your friend's house or whatever. It doesn't matter. But if you do it in public, then that's illegal.
Yeah.
So the fact that the fucking school was scared, yeah, that's a pretty shit school at that point.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Non-range was acting kind of stupid. So anyways, I woke up at like 7:43 because my mom had to wake up my little brother in order for him to go to school. And my dog started freaking out and running in circles and stepping all over me, and then I woke up. Like, my day started with my dog stepping on my nuts, so... So yeah, that was a real nice awakening. So then after I decided to go back to sleep, I wake up to my dog stepping on my nuts again. And then after that, I realized, oh wait, I have to clean my toilet today. So then, my dad, the day before, right, said that since I don't have school, I have to clean up the house. And one of the tasks he asked me to do was to clean my own toilet, and he bought a bunch of, like, toilet cleaner stuff. So, freaking, the day before, like, right as I was about to go to sleep, he said that, to make sure the stuff doesn't get on your hands.
Oh, no.
So then I wake up, and then I'm like, alright, I have to use this toilet cleaner remover, and I have to be really careful about it, right? So then, the freaking toilet bowl cleaner cap had a child lock on it, where you had to, like, squeeze the cap and twist it. But what was stupid is my dad didn't untwist the cap. So, and I didn't realize until I read the directions in, like, a little manual. So I was trying to figure out, and I didn't want to break it. Apparently you're supposed to twist it halfway, but not all the way off. But anyways, like, I thought I had to twist it off and then take off, like, a plastic cover underneath, right? You know how, like, normal soap things are? No, you just have to twist it halfway and then it becomes loose. So as I was doing that, it started leaking on the side of the cap, and I'm just like, God damn it. And then, since I was squeezing a tiny bit, it just popped up, and I was just getting really scared. So then I used a bunch of toilet paper and cleaned that. I had to clean up the side, then watered it. Then after I did that, I finally managed to squeeze a tiny bit of juice out, and it said to only use 4 ounces. So I'm just like, alright, so I must not need that much toilet bowl cleaner. So then I put that around my toilet, and then I close it. Then my dad gets home with my little brother, because by that time 3 hours passed of me just being stupid. And
you mean skunk?
So my dad gets here, and then I'm just like, hey, be careful about that. It leaks. So he's like, oh, whatever. And he opens it. He gets some on his hands, and he just washes it off. And I'm just like, what? It's like, yeah, it's not that bad for your skin, but just make sure to wash it off. And I'm just sitting here like, God damn it.
Well, I thought that would be common sense, though. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to get it on your hand, but, like, it's not fucking acid.
Well, they're, like, I've heard stories of... I've heard stories of, like, people using rust removal. I thought that would, like, and it, like, makes their hand burn. And it, like, gets underneath the layer of your skin. So I thought that was gonna happen, but no. So then, anyways, he just unscrews it and just pours, like, half the bottle into the toilet, and the toilet's just blue, just completely blue on the inside, like jelly.
Oh my god. Fucking, why half the bottle?
I don't know. But anyways, he said to let it sit for 30 minutes, then use the scrubber, right? We're like, alright. But then I go on YouTube, my phone's almost dead because it didn't plug in right. So I'm just like, oh... So I get to relax for a few minutes, and then I'm just like, alright, time to scrub. So you have this really, really tiny, measly scrubber, right? It's literally just a stick. And then what you do with the stick is that there are these tiny pads at the end, and you just like suction cup those pads onto the end of the stick. And then you press a button and it drops the pad like down. So you just like so you'll put one on the end, and then you'll scrub, and then you'll click the button and it'll plop into like a trash can. But as I was doing it,
well, let me guess, you fucking put it in your toilet and flushed it, didn't you? Oh.
So I was scrubbing, right, really hard. The freaking crust on the inside of the toilet was like, basically it almost had half the bottle of the blue stuff basically had no effect on the crust that was in my toilet.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I had to scrub really, really hard just in one spot just to remove some of the crust. So I'm just like going around the toilet scrubbing. Then I noticed something. The very end of the scrubber's broken because how hard I've been scrubbing.
Jesus.
Like the entire tip is broken. And then the little stub at the end is just scrunched up. Like it's like ripped off. And like the little scrub at the end. And like the only thing hanging, like keeping it hung on, was just like cause it was a little bit fuzzy, and some of that fuzziness got tangled around the stick, so that was what was keeping it on. And like I pressed the button and it removed, so I had to like scrape it off with, I don't know, I just used toilet paper around my hand and I pulled it off.
Ew.
So then I call my dad and I'm just like, I broke it.
Like just those 3 words in general without context?
No, I said it with context. I just thought that'd be funny. But anyways, yeah, I tell him that I break the scrubber. And he's just like, alright, just remove the end and then I'll get back and try to scrub it, right? So then I'm just like, alright, this has been pretty stressful. But then after that I remember that I didn't do the thumbnail for this podcast. So then I flushed down all the blue stuff down the toilet. And there's still a lot of crust left. I mean, I got like half of it, but there's still decent amount of crust, and so I just figured like, oh, my dad will get back and he'll clean the rest like he said. So then I get to work on the thumbnail. That takes like, I'd say an hour or two. In the background I had Stranger Things on, so I guess that was good. So my mom gets back and she's like, did you scrub the toilet? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, did you clean the rest of the house? And I'm just like, what? So then
fucking British.
I'm just like so flat. I'm just so burnt out already because one, I'm just like so tired because of the way my dogs woke me up. I'm just super stressed like right away. Plus I was like scrubbing really hard. Like the entire tip's like burnt off of the scrubber. But anyways, what else? So then I'm like doing some stuff. My dad gets home and he's just like, why didn't you clean? And I'm just like, well, I don't think anybody told me so, but I'll just clean off this table. So I clean off some of the tables in the living room and stuff. And then my dad's like, alright, I'm gonna go finish scrubbing your toilet. Let me see how much crust is left. He walks in, comes out 5 seconds later, and he's just like, nope. No. And I'm just like, oh. So
no,
he said that
no, you should have went. Oh. Speaking of which, I need to fucking blow my nose.
So, we're gonna have to buy a new scrubber now for the toilet. So then after that, I had to also clean up a lot of the living room. Then I had to feed my dogs. Then I had to take my dogs out also. And then, yeah. And then plus my friend was also talking to me on the phone as it was happening, and Adam tried to call me like twice, but I couldn't. Because one, I had to clean, and two, I was also talking to somebody else on Messenger, and my phone battery was draining. Like, in like 40 minutes times, my battery went from 100% to 60%. Because I had all the apps open, and I had to close it, and then my phone crashed. Yeah, today's been pretty oof for me. Oh yeah, and then I had to throw a mattress into the dumpster because my mom got a new mattress, so I had to carry that, drag all the way down the apartment complex, and then chuck it inside the dumpster, and then it didn't fit, so then we had to pull it back out and then shove it in a different way.
Wait, did you say a torch or a match?
Wait, what?
I thought I heard you say either a torch or a match.
Wait, no, I said a mattress, a new mattress, not a new torture match.
Oh, well apparently I didn't even fucking hear you or something.
Oh.
I don't know, I swear to fucking God, I legit thought I heard you say torch or match. And I'm thinking to myself, but what he didn't realize was that the thing was already lit on fire and he burned all the trash. But what I didn't realize was that I fucking misheard shit because I'm fucking stupid.
Wow, he threw away a lit torch and a lit match down into the dumpster to burn the trash. Anyways, my friend also wants me...
Oh, you became such a poet. That's so good.
I don't want to be a poet.
So anyways, my friend also wants me to go to his place tomorrow or the day after. And today's just been really burning me out. Also, I forgot how funny the thumbnail looks. In my opinion, I think it looks funny. 420 dual stream, and then it just has random weeds all over the thumbnail.
Exactly. So Shane, before I get to my second part of my story, you got anything to say?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
So I guess I'll go to my second part.
Yeah.
So, Vandalia, while it was a little bit frustrating to deal with learning about how he uses different passwords for his different accounts, that would be the very least of my concerns. If anything, that would probably be something I'd rather deal with, because well, really? Why is my dog... Sen, you can't come in here in the podcast that often, alright? Humans and animals gotta follow the rules. Anyways.
Just put a bear trap in front of your door. That should get rid of it.
Holy shit! Anyways, fucking... So... School, fucking shitty ass school, cause it's so the favorite go-to place for everybody. Ha ha ha! Alright, so why am I stressing over school again? Or maybe for the first time in a while, I'm not sure which one. Well, because last night I also was in a call with Brandon, and I told him about this bullshit thing with my history teacher and my math teacher. First, the history teacher. A month or two ago, my history teacher was like, okay, so we're going to be doing a practice writing thing, and it's going to be like a final or something like that. So, try to do your best. Oh, by the way, I'm counting this as a test grade. I'm not sure if it actually did count as a test grade or if it counted as just a general work grade, but it did count on our grade, and I'm just going to assume it was a test grade, so I'm just going to go with it as test grade. So I'm like thinking to myself, okay, but it's not a practice if you're going to give or make this a test grade. Like, what the fuck? If anything, it's a pop quiz. Like, give me a break. And even worse, the whole fucking writing thing is completely different from what English classes teaches you. I had to deal with the struggle of having not only 2 English classes, but 2 PBAs that had slightly different writing style or writing formats that I had to work with. But no, fucking history just says fuck that and pretty much changes everything. Like, literally there is no similarity in fucking history writing. I'm not even sure if it's a PBA compared to English PBAs. It's fucking ridiculous. It is so fucking... It's literally fucking completely different. We were never even taught this before the quote-unquote practice. And because of that, surprise, surprise, everyone including me did fucking horrible. Even when I asked questions for different things, I still did really bad. And I don't think that's really much of a surprise, except for the fact that it counted against my grade. Though, albeit I do have a B, so then again, maybe it didn't count as a test grade? Who fucking knows? So...
They might have curved it or canceled it or something. Also...
Or it could have been an A and just dropped to a B.
I think my dog was chewing on my cable because I'm looking at my charger cable for my phone and it has bite marks on him.
Oh shit.
Good.
Gotta get a new charger soon.
What's more stupid is that this has the freaking disgusting stuff on it that, you know, like, you know the Switch cartridge coating that makes it taste like Garbo?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what's on this cord, but he still bit it anyways. Guess I'm gonna have to hide my charger cable somewhere else.
Huh. Well, anyways.
I also found chewed up toilet papers. So,
well,
the dog was extra skunkish.
So...
Wait, speaking of that, no, I'm gonna keep talking. Sorry if it's loud.
Okay,
Make sure to keep this door closed. I don't want Hans coming in here.
so I can continue to explain my story then?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, so pretty much, yeah, she didn't even give us any information about it beforehand, and it was literally the first time we were introduced to it. And the next day, the teacher came out to the class, and she told us that out of all her classes, we did the worst on it. And I'm not really surprised that we did the worst on it. I mean, how do you expect a fucking student to just do good on something you never even showed them before? Unless they have prior experience with it. So, she then tells us that because we were the worst, we're going to be doing a lot more writing with this kind of stuff, but then turns around immediately after, gives us a whole new unit of World War I, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So...
You've explained this before.
Huh?
You've explained this before, I believe.
Well, not on the podcast, I don't think.
Maybe you did.
I don't remember. Well, I guess I'm retelling it just for simplicity's sake. So, yeah, she turns around and gives us World War I unit. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe we're going to be reintroduced to it later down the road, maybe in the middle of the unit or something. A month or two later, we've already done World War I unit. And then right after, we did a we're doing a World War II unit right now. And I thought to myself, what the fuck? So I guess we're not going to do it after all. And then, today, fucking coincidentally, after I told Brandon everything, coincidentally, the fucking teacher told us that we're gonna try and do more writing before the end of the year, and I think to myself, well, fuck, I guess we are. Uh-oh. So, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. And then for my math class, basically, the math teacher hands us this new thing that I was never introduced to. Some people seem to know how to do it, but most seem like they didn't. So we're being taught something completely new for a couple days, and I'm like, okay. And, oh, sorry, I went out of my chronological order here. before this new unit, we were given a test, and the test contained this one particular type of question that I didn't know how to do still because I fucking just, it doesn't click with me for some reason, unlike everything else so far. And of course, on the test, it was the one fucking question I missed. Everything else I did fine. And I asked her, hey, so I don't know how to do these kind of problems. Can you give me a practice sheet or something for this? And she tells me, yeah, sure. And next day, we had to retake the test. And when I mean we, I mean everybody in the goddamn classroom. And even worse, she wasn't here. The teacher wasn't here. So there was a sub and a teacher assistant that's there. Well, I'm not sure if it's a teacher assistant, but I'm just going to call it a TA. So, oh, and the TA is there every day. So I asked the TA, okay, so when she meant retake the test, does she mean everybody has to do the entire thing, or just do the questions that you missed? Because basically the questions were the exact same on both tests. And the TA personally called the teacher to ask, and apparently for some fucking reason the teacher decided that it would be a better idea to just have the class do the entire fucking test again, even if you did fine. And granted, while she did take the one that you scored the best on, it was fucking retarded that she still made people that did good on it have to redo it for no fucking reason. If that isn't the definition of busy work, I don't know what is. So of course I had to retake the entire fucking test, and surprisingly I actually missed 3 questions this time, and one of those questions was the very last one, which was the same thing as last time. And the reason why I got it wrong this time was because I already forgot how to do it. And I'm like, well, fuck. So I assumed that she took the one that I did the best on, which was the first test. And, you know, I'm thinking, alright, fine. And then we were given the new unit. And literally on the second day we were being taught this unit, fucking teacher decided that we were going to do a fucking baseline test. And I asked the teacher if the baseline was going to include the specific kind of problem that I asked to practice is for. And she said yes. And she told me that there's probably 1 or 2 of those questions, and that I'd be fine, and I probably know more than I think I do. So I'm thinking, okay, great. So today, the fucking teacher wasn't here again, and surprise, surprise, we did the fucking baseline. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We're doing the baseline, like, actually today, and the fucking teacher isn't here again? Like, what the fuck? This is the second time in a row we've had a test, and the teacher wasn't even here for it. Like, what the fuck?
This is your science, not science, your history teacher, right?
This is my math teacher now. Alright.
So she screwed the entire class over twice.
Okay, summarize the end of the history part I was talking about. So, history teacher, after a whole new unit she gave us, plus another one that we're currently working on, which was World Wars 1 and 2, she then finally says that we're going to do more practice right before the end of the year or something like that. And, yeah, so apparently we're doing more practice after like a month or 2 and 2 units about. And my math teacher basically gave me a problem that I didn't know how to do still because it didn't click with me, asked for more practice, retook the same fucking test twice despite me missing only 1 question the first time, missed 3 questions somehow, including the same one because the test was the exact same thing, but we had to retake the entire thing. And for the retake, the teacher wasn't there, the TA was there. The TA personally called the teacher because I wanted to know whether or not we only needed to redo questions we got wrong or the entire test. So turned out we had to do the entire test again. And she took the one that we scored the best on. And then she gives us a whole new unit the day after. And then on the second day we were introduced this unit, we were told that we're going to be doing a baseline test. Oh, here's something I actually forgot to mention about the baseline. This is new. Well, it's not new to the baseline, but whatever. Anyways, the baseline basically well, according to the teacher, it determines whether or not you're gonna move on to the next year, or if you're a senior, graduate. So I have that pressure on my shoulders. Shoulders. I have that pressure on my shoulders, and oh, I don't know if I mentioned this in the summary, but I asked for practice for that question, like the type of question I had trouble with, and she said okay. And of course, she never fucking gave me practice. Today, we did the baseline, still no practice to be found, and now the second time in a row we've had a test, the fucking teacher bailed on us. So, I'm like, what the fuck? So, I'm taking the baseline, and, well, before I take it, I actually sift through the test to see if those fucking questions popped up, and they did, but there were only 2 of them, and the rest of the test didn't include it, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I won't get fucking dicked over on this test, and maybe I'll do just fine. So I'm going through the test, and now you're basically caught up, so I'm going to explain this in detail. So, I'm going through the test, and we were actually allowed to use calculators, surprisingly. We're going through the test, and I'm doing pretty much everything just fine. There's a couple problems that I didn't really get, even though there was stuff I should understand, and it was because they were just presented in such an awkward way that it doesn't really look like we were even told how to do this. Not only that, but the baseline was kind of fucked on a couple of questions, because literally, like, okay, let me provide you guys an example on what the fuck this thing would do. I will use paint because it's the best fucking thing I can use right now.
Oh.
I will fucking literally show this to you, everybody. Okay, so not describing the problem in particular, but basically, let's just say the problem was like, oh, I don't know, 2 parenthesis 9 plus 8 end parenthesis, and you know, typically, if a question has a problem where the number is directly next to something like this, then you treat it as a multiplication problem. Simple, right? Well, guess fucking what? Instead of putting the number right next to it, they put the number all the way fucking here. So now there's clearly space in between where it could be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fucking Nazi symbol. I don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about this? And granted, it's a multiple choice, but are you fucking kidding me? We're missing crucial information. I can't do the fucking problem if I don't have literally the fucking symbol I need. They're missing crucial info, and all because they missed a fucking symbol, I literally cannot do the problem unless I fucking just guessed what the fucking sign was and just see if one of the answers in either A, B, C, or D so happened to be the correct fucking answer. It is so fucking retarded. It's a baseline. How did they fuck this up? Like, I don't know if it was the text's fault or if it was the printer's fault, but I have never fucking seen a math teacher present me a question where the fucking question is missing crucial info. Like, what the hell? How do you fuck that up? You cannot tell me that it is multiplication, because no fucking problem that fucking has a number next to it has it this far apart. Give me a fucking break. So, Like, I fucking had a student next to me try and figure out what the problem wanted exactly. I don't know if he even figured it out. I honestly don't know. And if he did, surely the fucking people there didn't say shit. It's like, if he did get it right, then they're like, oh, congratulations, you got it right. But we're not going to tell the whole fucking class because they're going to have to figure that out or guess. Like, well, fuck you. That's bullshit. I shouldn't have to fucking guess. I should have to look at the problem, see what it says, and solve it with fucking mathematical logic. Not fucking guess bullshit.
Wow.
But it gets worse. It actually gets fucking worse. Because those are the least of my problems, actually. The fucking problem I had trouble with that I asked for practice, that was the least of my concern. And so was the fucking problems that missed crucial information, which granted was a few questions, but those were the least of my fucking problems too. Wanna know what makes things even worse?
You can't retake it.
Well, yeah, that. You can't retake it, which puts even more fucking pressure on my shoulders. It fucking adds to the fucking plate of bullshit. But you wanna know what's even worse than that?
Huh.
The fucking baseline, and I am not shitting you. I just want to keep in mind that I've said in the past I am not a very good memorizer, but I'm just going to tell you this right now. If a person that has not that great memory has been able to do the whole fucking class without needing to use notes during a test, oh, and also, just for clarification, I have an IEP, and the combination is that as long as I go to a specific room during a test, I can use notes on said test. And I never needed to do that. Not once in the entire fucking class, in the entire fucking year, have I needed notes. Why? Because I actually fucking learned shit. Kind of. I mean, I'm gonna forget by the time this year ends, but, like, I fucking at least had the audacity to learn it until I don't need it anymore, which is the end of the year when I graduate, hypothetically at this point. And because of that, I actually was getting through the fucking class piss easy. Like, the class to me was piss easy for such a fucking long time, it's not even funny. So if I didn't need notes ever, then fucking you can bet your ass that what I'm about to say, you cannot argue that is a memory problem, unless fucking stroke of luck it actually is, which I highly doubt. So, when I say this, do not tell me, oh, I don't remember it, because that's probably, most likely, 99% bullshit. What makes my situation worse is that the baseline includes things we were not taught in the class.
What?
So, that's like, okay, so basically we have half the test things we were taught, and the rest of the test fucking bullshit that we weren't even told before. So literally the only way we could pass this was if we had prior knowledge of this information before. And no, we didn't have practice for the baseline. We were just given it to us. So now we have fucking half the tests that are problems that the class has, okay, as far as the teacher has gone, has never fucking introduced to us, has never told us this information, and has never even let us practice this shit. And they fucking seriously expect us to fucking pass? Are you out of your mind? Like, what the fuck? So, because of this, because I found out what was going on, I literally looked through the rest of the test, and literally none of the rest of the stuff that was on there I knew a lick of information about. There was nothing else I could even do except guess, which I wasn't going to waste my time on. So I proceeded to say, fuck this, I'm done with this fucking bullshit test. This is fucking ridiculous. So I just fucking closed it to the front page and fucking just decided to sleep for the rest of the hour. The sub came up to my desk and tried to wake me up, but I didn't fucking care. I just picked my head up and he asked me, "Are you okay?" And I literally told him, in terms of physical health, yes. Because I was upset. Like, I wasn't pissed off like I am right now, but I'm like fucking stressed out. And I'm just like, I'm fucking done with this class right now. I just want to fucking, I just want to leave. So, yeah, I slept through the rest of the class and then proceeded to leave. So, yeah. Now I'm fucking scared that I'm gonna fucking literally not be able to graduate because of fucking bullshit that the teacher decided to do. And that's not even all. There's even more shit going on than just this fucking shit. Like, this is bad enough, but this next thing actually makes things even worse for me. So, I fucking started hearing today, like earlier in the day, literally first hour, I started hearing about this whole teacher lockout thing. I'm like, what are people talking about? So, I was given more detailed information about it from a student assistant, and she basically tells me that on Thursday, teachers are going to be doing a lockout because they're protesting for getting higher funds, because apparently fucking Arizona is the one state that has the least amount of teacher funding, apparently. And it's so low that fucking teachers are literally just gonna not even go to fucking work and protest until shit changes. And you know that whole fucking student walkout shit? Well, now the fucking teachers are doing that, apparently, on fucking Thursday. So, and when I mean Thursday, I mean the 26th of this month. And because of that, apparently, if enough teachers decide to not show up to school, then school will get canceled. And what's worse is I heard that if school gets canceled, whatever days it's closed on, we're going to have to make up. So, even if it was closed for one day, my final day is supposed to be May 18th, but if it was closed for one day, now it would have to be May 19th. So I have to go in for an extra fucking day. Bullshit. And I highly doubt it's going to be for a day. It's most likely going to be for longer than a day. Maybe 2 days, maybe a week. I don't fucking know. So I looked into it even further when I got home, and it's like a fucking campaign called Red for Ed, I think. And basically, it fucking dicks students over because it makes them stay even longer than they need to. And I overheard people later in the day, I overheard them say that they legitimately hope for the fucking lockout to cause the school to close. And meanwhile, I'm thinking, no, fuck that. I don't actually want school to be closed. I want it to be fucking open so I don't have to come in more. I don't want to fucking come in longer than the required amount at this point in time, and it'll be fucking total bullshit if I have to fucking stay for an extra day. And
can you just like talk about this to like one of the higher ups, or like I think it'd be a bad idea to protest.
Well,
like, just
if you're saying if you're saying higher ups in terms of the district, yeah, good luck, because it's a state problem. Apparently, it's a fucking law issue. So it's not like the district has any say in it.
Not about the walkout, not about the teacher walkout, but more so about the math teacher thing. Can't you just like?
Oh, the math teacher thing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking talk about it with the fucking somebody. I'm gonna fucking. I will literally tell whoever I talk to that they're making me do a baseline where a couple of the problems I asked to have extra practice on before I even knew that there was a baseline. Teacher never gave it to me. And then for the problems, at least for the problems, are literally missing one symbol, so it's missing crucial info, and therefore is making me unable to do the problem, and half the test is fucking shit that the teacher never even introduced to us. We cannot retake the test, so if I fucking fail because of this baseline, then I'm probably gonna fucking drop out. Because I don't see what the point is if I'm not going to get to graduate all because of one fucking baseline that decided to pull bullshit. Partly the teacher's fault because she never fucking gave me shit in the first place to help me practice with that one particular question. Oh, and the fact that we never fucking practiced for the baseline to begin with, that's fucked too. So, like, I just do not get how they expect us to fucking, like, pass when half the test is shit that she never covered. Like, that's fucking bullshit. How am I supposed to do that? Oh, and I'm sorry for ignoring your messages, Vandalia, but yes, this is still a catching up subject because my fucking shit lasted for quite a while because there was a lot of things to cover for me. Like, not even funny. Not even fucking funny. I am literally scared. I am literally scared that I am not going to fucking graduate, and I will do whatever I fucking can to make sure that fucking people know what the hell is going on and will work with me to get this shit solved. Because this is fucking... I'd go as far as saying this is fucking injustice. This is fucking injustice. And it'll be ironic if I don't graduate because of my fucking math class. The one fucking class I actually had the easiest time in, oh, didn't pass that class because a fucking bullshit baseline cucked me over. Fucking, I'm not gonna get cucked over like a fucking cuck because of bullshit that I shouldn't have even been subjected to. That's fucking bullshit.
Your school needs to be thrown into the bag of bullshit.
It's fucking
just tossed in.
It's fucking bullshit. You wanna know what's even worse? The fucking schools in my state, they're graduated. No, not graduated. They're graded based off of the letter grades, and I think the lowest is either F or D, and basically it's to signify how well the school is supposed to be, like how good it's supposed to be. And my fucking school is a grade A, the highest possible grade. And not only that, but apparently, from what I've heard, the fucking school, once it introduced this grading system, it started with an A and always had an A, no matter fucking what. So, how is it that this fucking school has an A grade, but then I come here and the fucking second year I come, my senior fucking year, I get this bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Imagine if the school dropped all the way down to like a C or something. I wouldn't be surprised.
I will seriously fucking, first thing in the morning, I will fucking request to talk to somebody. I don't know who I should go up to though, because there's a few different people I could go up to. I could go to a fucking academic counselor. I could go to my guidance counselor. I could go up to my case manager, or because I've actually had fucking relations with regarding the assistant principal, I could even go up straight to her. I don't fucking know who I should go up to though. I mean, I guess technically the guidance counselor could tell me, but I mean, the three other people are probably going to do the same thing. The assistant principal probably is going to be the best bet, except the only problem is that she's probably going to be the most busiest out of all the options I have. The academic counselor, I have no idea, and the guidance counselor, I mean, it's 50-50. The case manager, if she's at the school, then she most likely wouldn't be fucking, you know, like, there's so many fucking good options, I just don't know who to pick, you know? But I gotta go to one of them.
What person should I use to help me graduate and destroy this math teacher.
Yeah, and this isn't even a problem about IEPs or shit. This is just a fucking bullshit thing that my class is doing.
I've had, funny enough, yesterday, yeah, I think it was yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday, where I had a similar, well, not similar, but it's kind of related. Basically, Wednesdays and Thursdays are different in Mountain Range. Basically, Wednesdays only have 3 hours and a 30-minute study time at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's called a
late start.
We just call it a short day.
Oh my
Or
god.
not late start. Sorry, it's early leave or whatever.
Oh.
I don't know. I think they call it early leave. I said late start because my school on Wednesdays they fucking literally do a late start. Like they start later in the morning by an hour. So.
Anyways, yeah, we're doing that. But see, on Thursdays, we get on Wednesdays it goes from 7 to 12, right? With 3 extended hours, where it's like instead of just being an hour, it's more so like 70 minutes, so like an extra few minutes. And on Thursday, it's called a block day, where instead of 8 hours, it's only 5, and those are all extended. So it'd be like an hour and a half for each of those hours, going from 7:30 to 3. So, I was gone on Tuesday, right? Which had my Spanish class. So I only got, and this is a pretty short unit of Spanish, where we literally only had a week of studying time. And I was gone basically the entire week, since I don't have, I had Friday off because Mountain Range is stupid. Plus I was gone on Tuesday, and I don't have Spanish on Wednesday, so there was pretty much nothing I could do. Plus my Spanish teacher wasn't there Wednesday, so I couldn't talk to her. So, anyways, my Spanish class is also the final hour on Thursday, so I couldn't even go in on an off hour to ask or make up something. So I go in, and on Thursday is the test day because, you know, it's an extended hour. And I go up to teacher, I'm just like, hey, what did we do on Tuesday? I walk up and I say, hey miss, I was gone on Tuesday, and she's just like, uh-huh. And then after that I'm just like, well, is there anything that I missed? And she's like, no, we just did the same thing we did on Monday. All the papers I gave you on Monday should help you get through. We're testing today and we can't remake it, so good luck. And I'm just like, what? And I'm saying she was that straight up with me. She basically was just like, well, you're screwed. She straight up said that to me, pretty much. And her tone was really pissed off. For some reason, I think she was really angry about last hour for some reason. But anyways, basically what the test was, you had to have, it had to have like 30 sentences. Like you had to have 14 to 30 memorized sentences in Spanish. And they all had to be, you know, correct. And those sentences, right, depending on how many sentences you say right with the correct grammar and all that, would determine your grade. So since Mountain Range uses a numbered grading system, basically 1 is a D, a 2 is like a D plus, a 2 is a C, 1 is a D, a 3 is a B, and a 4 is perfect, an A. So anyways, to get a 1 you had to do like 1 to 5 sentences, and then to get a 2 you had to do 5 to 13 sentences, and to get a 3 you had to do 14 to 25, and to get a 4 you had to do 26 or above. So I pull out a piece of paper and start frantically, and when I mean frantically, I was doing it, just writing down sentences in order to memorize. And how she did it is she would call a group of people into the back of the room, and she would, you know, test them. But, okay, so the test was also had this thing where it had to be related. So, like, the first thing you had to talk about yourself in 4 sentences, or like 4 to 5, or 4 to 6, or whatever, about yourself. Then 4 to 6 sentences about somebody else, and then 4 to 6 sentences about like a group or that includes you. So like you would have to say like they or we basically for the final one. And she said you had to have photos, which she didn't say on Monday. So I had to have photos of all that happening. So I pull up my phone. 8% is what my phone is. And since I've been doing Vandalia's thumbnails, I just basically completely cluttered up my gallery with tons and tons of different images, PNGs, versions of those images, and a bunch of backgrounds, a bunch of YouTube icons, a bunch of different stuff, so that I'm just like, dang it. So what I do is I just take a real quick selfie with myself, and keep in mind my phone is at 8% during this. So, and plus I still had an hour and a half to go. Luckily, when she pulled out the sticks to get our groups going, we were the last group to get called up, so we had some buffer time. Anyways, my phone's at 8%, and I take a quick photo of myself, and then I go, and I find a photo of my dog, so then I put those two next to together, so then I'm like, dang it, I need a group photo. I searched through my entire phone, and then my phone's at like 4% battery. I find no group photo. So I'm just like, dang it. So what I do is I turn on a VPN on my phone, which is already super battery extensive. Then I go into Facebook and go to my dad's Facebook page, and I go down to try and find a group photo from like 8 years ago. I ended up finding one, so I'm like, bam, okay, there's all my photos. So my phone at this point is at 2%, and even with the battery saver option clicked on, so I'm just like, and then I asked them, I was like, wait, do we have to actually, you know, does it matter if we have the photos or not? Like, does it matter that much? Because at this point I lost hope. And she's like, yes, you'll get marked down if you don't have the photos. So then I'm just like, well. Luckily, I look over to the side of the classroom, and there's like some girls like charging their phones. Then I walk up and I'm just like, hey, is it alright if I use one of your guys' chargers? So, and then one's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm charging mine. Another person's like, I'm sorry, mine is a USB-C, so I can't charge it. And another person's like, oh, I'm sorry, I have Apple, or she has Apple. So then I'm just like, welp. So, so then I go around asking people, and luckily there was this one person who had a USB, the correct USB. Unfortunately, it didn't have fast charging, and it was really, really bad. Like, it was a really bad USB cable.
God damn.
Like, I managed to charge my phone up to about 12% by the end of the class.
Holy hell, dude.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. But anyways, so I'm just there, and I'm just memorizing as much as I can. But then as I'm doing it, since I'm so freaking out, I keep messing up the sentences because I wrote them down wrong. So then I had to keep revising and doing them, and what I did is I did a few extra sentences than I needed to. So I did like 22 sentences when we were like, I was aiming for at least a 3 or like a B, right? Then we only needed about like minimum 14 sentences to 20. So I'm just like, I'll give myself a few extra, like, as a buffer. So anyways, we finally get called up. I take my phone out. It's pretty hot, and it has 12%. And she's like, so is there anybody who wants to go first? And then I'm about to say that I want to go first because my phone's about to die. But then the person next to me is like, I want to go. So then I'm just like, God damn it. So he gives his whole spiel, and that takes about 6 minutes. I look down at my phone, 8%. So I'm just like, alright, I'm gonna have to do this fast, right? So then I'm doing my sentences, pulling up my photos. My phone gets down to 3% in the process while I'm doing it. and keep in mind the photos had to be up for everybody to see the entire time. So, yeah. So anyways, I'm doing them, and then, and I know that I'm making a few mistakes, and I'm just like hating myself for it. But anyways, I finally get through with it, and then the other 2 people in the group finally get through, and then one of the people asked at the end was like, Miss, what did I get? And he's like, a 4. And then I'm just like, also Miss, what did I get? And she's like, you got 14 sentences right. You get a 3. 14 sentences was a very, very minimum for a B.
Jesus so, fucking Christ.
Yes, and just so you know, my grade in Spanish isn't exactly that good. So I really needed this to be good, and this was like one of the finals, basically. So, yeah, Jesus. I barely managed to save myself there.
Yeah, apparently. Also, somewhat off topic, really quick. Brianna says 420 is every day for me, dogs.
Well.
Yeah, it was kind of late, but sorry.
420.
Yeah,
Brianna puts in chat, YouTube chat, 420 is every day for me, dogs.
Every day for him?
Yeah.
Oh, he said for dogs. 420 is my dog.
Smoke dog.
In fact, my aunt once described his redneck mode, comparing him to as though he took acid.
Well, speed dog, speedy dog.
Anyways, as you were saying.
Anyways, yeah. So I managed to scrape by, and we watch a really skunkish episode of Mustang TV, and then we leave. Yep, and that was about it. Also, on Wednesday we had an assembly, but you know, freaking Brandon wanted to leave early because he didn't want to go to the assembly. So me and him had to sneak out. But see, there was people covering the doors. Like we were thinking that people were gonna cover the doors, right? Because me and him were gonna sneak out and just leave early. So we get down, and there's nobody at the front door. Literally, all the doors are blocked except for the front doors. So we just leave out the front doors.
Did you get caught?
Then we circle all the way around the building, then get to the parking lot. So then I'm just like, dang it, I can't leave with Brandon because my dad's picking me up, so that looks suspicious. So then after that, I'm just like, okay, Brandon, see ya, and then he drives home. So then I walk all the way on the back, and I'm just like, wait, I'm probably going to end up getting caught, since, you know, there's probably going to be people walking around. Surprisingly, there's no teachers or security walking around, and I managed to dodge the cameras. But it started getting really cold. So, and the assembly lasted 2 hours, so I was out there waiting for 2 hours for my dad to return in the cold.
Oh my god, the assembly was 2 fucking hours?
Yeah.
Wow, Brandon made the right choice, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
I ended up staying out there in the cold waiting for my dad. Was it worth it? I'm not sure. I mean, Brandon made the right choice, but me, I just kind of sat there and froze.
For me, I think it would have been the right choice if I had to deal with that shit, because fucking assembly is a waste of time.
No, if you should not go to the prep school that was in a series of unfortunate events, because every night, all the students in the 5th book, all the students at the prep school, they have to go to an assembly and watch their vice principal badly play the violin for 6 hours every night.
Well.
The only benefit to it is that his violin... Pretty much the only solace that the Baudelaires and Black Lions get is that the vice principal's violin is so loud that all the students are able to just talk to each other. And yes, he doesn't notice.
And yes, that is fucking world's smallest violin. I even did the little thing.
Oh, that was the world's smallest violin?
Yeah, I did the motion that Mr. Krabs did.
I put down the world's miniest Violas.
Alright, here we go. Suicide. Or not.
Oh yeah.
When you
I'm
get
not
to
sure what
the,
we should talk about. I know that Schnick had one, right? Didn't you have a topic?
Yeah, about crazy lady that celebrated Barbara Bush's death, and now she's gloating that she can't be fired. That she keeps gloating, claiming she can't be fired.
I think that's what
Essentially,
Vandalia
she's
just referred to.
Huh?
I think that's what Vandalia just referred to in chat, because you put, when you get to the other subjects eventually, I didn't even know the First Lady was dead until I saw the one-half mast flags yesterday. Viola is bigger than violin, right? Yeah. Way bigger.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So once again, we have another SJW. This time it's a Muslim woman.
What should I call this?
Crazy lady celebrates Barbara Bush's death.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Controversy, maybe. SJW controversy.
Okay, I want to say something real fast. There's news that the physical version of Wolfenstein 2 requires a download for the rest of the game for the physical version. And this news came out on 420. And this is Wolfenstein 2. 420 is Hitler's birthday.
Wait, what? No.
Okay, so for the Switch version of Wolfenstein 2, it requires...
Switch.
Yeah, it requires
that would make sense for the Switch version to require a digital download because it's a big game.
Yeah. But yeah, and this news came out on 420, which also happens to be Hitler's birthday. And
Whoa! It is! What the fuck?
You didn't know this?
Oh my fucking god! You know what's even more coincidental?
You drew a Nazi sign earlier in paint. It really skunked your
Oh, that! Yeah, that too. That was actually coincidental. But fucking, I was literally starting to watch a fucking documentary about Hitler, and it showed colored footage. So there's that.
Colorized.
God. No, literally it was colorized. Well, I mean, I guess not manually colorized, but it was colored.
A show called World War II in color.
Huh?
There's a freaking documentary show called World War II in color.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of footage that's in color, apparently.
That, like, either they were using color cameras or they colorized black and white footage.
Well, no, because colored cameras were around during that time,
yeah,
so...
it did exist because Gone with the Wind and Wizard of Oz came out like a year before World War I started. No, World War II started.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's even some color footage of World War I.
That's
Anyways, side note. Today is 420 Day. It's also Hitler's birthday. And it's also the release of Nintendo Labo. Nintendo Labo came out today.
Oh, that piece of shit.
Yeah, like, I just looked down inside of my subscription box. There's a bunch of Nintendo Labo related stuff.
Sorry, but I still don't have room for Nintendo Labo. Oh well. Or money.
Anyways, what's funny is that Bill Nye also promoted Nintendo Labo. Like, he was in an advertisement for Nintendo Labo.
Fuck Bill Nye.
The comment section was filled with, Bill Nye is a cuck.
Yeah, exactly. Bill Nye is a fucking cuck.
What did Bill Nye do again? Saying, oh, the Force doesn't exist. It's bullshit.
No, it's not that everyone got pissed off about in 2016 or whenever the fuck. Basically, I'm pissed off at Bill Nye because he was part of the show and he basically said, "Oh, gender is a spectrum."
Oh.
And it's...
What did he say about gender?
Gender is a spectrum.
Did he say there's like 70 genders or something?
Yeah. Kind of, well, I don't know if he said specifically 70, but he did say there were more than 2 genders, though. What?
Is he the reason why people identify as basketballs and crap?
No, I think that just came from the whole SJW third wave feminist thing in general, not because of Bill Nye specifically. I'm not sure though. I'm guessing it's just third wave feminism in general. But yeah, fucking, that's why I hate Bill Nye, because he was part of a show that fucking made him say that shit, and it was bullshit. And it's, oh, excuse me. It was funny too, because years ago, he would contradict himself in the future by having a fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy episode where a segment of it, well, actually, I think the whole episode might have been about genders, I'm not sure, but there was this one scene that literally explained how genders work. And it basically
he's
said,
not actually a real scientist. He's just.
Well, I know, but still, the fact that he, but it's the fact that he was in that show and said that shit is fucking ridiculous.
I'm sure he just gets
Oh my
paid.
God.
I'm pretty sure he just like says what he's told a lot of the time. So.
Yeah, but I mean, he fucking pretty
I'm not
much.
defending him.
I mean, he pretty much went for that shit, which is what pisses me off the most. It's like, why? Why do you do this? Fucking ruin my goddamn... You know what, I'm not even... No, he didn't ruin my past experience, but I don't look at him that fondly anymore. To be fair, though, the show did kind of make him out to be a scientist, so... Yeah. So anyways, awkward silence?
Oh wait. Do you know about the Bill Nye animated video?
No.
Give me a second.
Vandalia put, there is some follow-up from last week's subject.
This is related to 420 and Bill Nye at the same time. So...
What subject?
I want you guys to react to this, unless you've seen it before, but we could react to this on stream, so the thumbnail. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna watch it right now, but yeah.
Okay then.
I'll see it afterwards, after the podcast, but yeah. We don't play videos on the podcast because last time Vandalia tried that, didn't go so well. People didn't like it because it forced them to look at the screen instead of being able to just listen to it like a
Do
podcast.
those people even watch the podcasts anymore?
Well, possibly, what's her name?
Chloe might still watch it,
Yeah,
because
Chloe.
when she came on my one stream like a couple of weeks ago, she claimed that she just kind of watched and observed without really commenting.
Yeah, some other people might have came back too, but it was not well received, so I don't play videos because of the fact that it wasn't received well. And also the fact that we ran for more than 2 hours constantly is why there's also a 2-hour limit on the podcast. Though a couple times we've broken it, but only because we had to. It was necessary.
Just so you know, each time when you break the 2-hour limit, the beginning parts of the podcast get cut off, and it starts like where, like, say if it's 3 hours, the first hour of the stream will get cut off, and the last 2 hours will be shown.
You'll have to check it after. You'll have to check it after a while.
I tried to rewatch streams. Every single stream that's been like above the 2-hour marks gets its beginning cut off, and I've had entire stories get cut off. So.
Well, how long would you wait until you see it? Like, would you see it? Like, would you see it a few hours after the stream is done, or like a week, or what?
No, as soon as it's being uploaded, like it's done processing.
As soon as it's uploaded? Well, that's because YouTube it uploads some of the video, but it still takes a lot of time to process
like
everything and complete.
Like when I go back and look, if I go back and look at one of the past podcasts, it won't, like it just won't show.
Really?
Show the beginning section. Will show the last 2 hours.
What the fuck?
Like, watch. Go to the opinions episode.
Hell no.
Oh. Yeah, for me the opinions episode is broken. I'm not sure if it's like that for you guys. It could be a mobile thing too.
What?
Oh, stop.
I had
Oh, pride.
I have my fucking yes. Oh, son. Oh, Christ. Just to get this shit punishment done.
Are you quoting that SpongeBob episode?
Now I am. Since you started quoting it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought you were doing it because that sounded very similar to freaking Rayman. Or not Rayman. Wait, what's his name? No, Rayman wasn't in SpongeBob.
Patrick?
No, not Patrick.
Squidward? SpongeBob?
And Ray.
Man Ray. Yeah, Man Ray.
Oh.
Not Rayman, Man Ray.
Oh my god, you fucking flipped it! Vandalia says, IMO, there are only two genders, male or female, or if you are transitional, you are whatever gender you are changing into, which is either male or female. There's no third, fourth, or fifth. Vandalia, that's not your opinion, not your fact. That's a fact, not your opinion. There you go. It's a fact. You stated a fact, not an opinion. So even better, right? Alright, let me look at this.
People can call themselves whatever they want to be, but don't get mad when people accidentally call you a male or female.
Alright, give me a second. I need to look at this.
Like, don't get angry at somebody calling you a he. So.
Only podcasts work. I'm looking at the opinions, and the beginning of the video starts like it should. Are you referring to the end by mistake, or?
No, I'm saying at the beginning. It's only broken for me.
For me, the beginning is just fine, so I think you might have a problem with your app or something. Because it works just fine.
Mobile YouTube's completely broken, so...
That's probably why, then. Yeah, there's not really much I can do. All I could really tell you is if you can, update your thing. If not, then good luck.
Yeah, you have to use Chrome. Yeah, have to request a desktop site.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What?
What?
I'm looking at this. What the hell? What do you mean live stream offline? Hold the fuck on.
No, it's still online.
Yeah, but like, let me see this. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. I guess YouTube like glitched or something, because for me it says you are live, but it's not synced. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. So, I'll try. In the Creator Studio, when you go to live streaming and stream now, on the top it says you're live, but in the preview it says live stream offline, streamed live 12 minutes ago. And I'm just like, what? How is this possible?
What is happening?
Yeah, you have to go, what? Anyways, so getting away from that shit. So yeah, Schneck, apparently there's shit that's follow-ups, and I guess you don't know what those are. Like topics that were followed up from last week or whatever.
Oh my god. Yeah, what are the topics?
I don't know, Vandalia, what are those topics? Sounds like you're trying to do a Mickey thing.
Does Crash Bandicoot is gay? There, that's the topic.
No.
No.
You know what I saw on Facebook? So it's a picture that says Sonic Says, and I think it was like from some Sega All-Stars racing game, and it says Sonic Says, if you kiss a girl, it's gay because you're kissing all the guys she kissed, but if you kiss a guy, then it's fine because you're kissing all the girls he kissed.
Do you guys want to see something terrifying?
Is it gonna, I don't even know what I'm asking, actually.
Here.
What is this?
That's if Mr. Krabs and Sonic Crash, freaking crossbreeded. It's Mr. Krabs, but he's Sonic.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Snake, are you alright?
What Snake? What is that I saw on stream?
There's the picture.
Oh my god.
What did you see on stream? Oh my god.
That thing was fucking bullshit.
What? The picture?
Yeah, the picture is bullshit.
It's not even that fucking bad, actually. Vandalia says, so Schnick, any more news on last week's topic besides Doug quitting about still need to apologize in people's opinions?
There is no more news at the moment, other than Doug Walker, Rob Walker, and the actors possibly quitting. Oh my god, you! Out of my way!
Snicklish on the podcast. Jesus fucking Christ. Looks like you're about to cry, and I'm gonna be honest.
You know, it'd be funny. What if the Nostalgia Critic quit and he became Doug Walker, and then he created his own entity called the Nostalgia Evaluator?
Sparrow says, Eugene the Hedge Crab. I'm gonna invent the Krabby Chili Dog.
No, that sounds disgusting. A Krabby Chili Dog. That should never be mixed together. Seafood and chili dog.
What the fuck is even going on, Schneck?
Bullshit. You don't want to know.
I don't want to know? Damn.
Wait, bullshit is an ingredient in Krabby Chili Dogs?
Yeah, bullshit is an ingredient.
No, actually, you know what the real ingredient is?
I hate goddamn chili dogs. They're last than a freaking night.
Well, add that to the list of things Schnick doesn't like to eat.
Well, I hate fucking chili.
Yeah, chili dog. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Whoa, this is happening!
What the fuck? You got me fucked up, both of you.
Why the fuck did they make you do this?
We're fucking done.
God.
Okay. So, did Schnicklish just have a Schnicklish moment? Everyone take a hit, Vandalia says. Sparrow, so who would Eugene the Hedge Crab's sidekick be? Squidward the tentacled squid fox? Oh! No. Please, no.
Whoa, SpongeBob.
Why would you put a fucking tentacle hentai with an 8-year-old kid?
This isn't even hentai. Oh my god.
Freaking tentacle porn and all that goddamn shit exists.
Apparently you did. Okay, yeah, I know it exists, but I don't know if you fucking misheard me or something, but he's talking about a sidekick. You know,
yeah,
like Sonic Tails?
Sidekick. How did that sidekick get created?
I don't fucking know. He helicopters
No, I
his
think
tentacles
I
to
don't
fly
think
like
he
Tails
just
does.
Helicopters his tentacles. I think he also helicopters something else. If Nick is referring to hentai.
Oh,
Vandalia, or not Vandalia, Jesse, why?
Oh, no.
Huh?
Jesse, why?
What?
Why?
Oh. No, you.
Dab's back.
Jumps off bridge. I don't know.
O-W-O. Ooh, what's this?
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Okay, this podcast is going fucking nowhere. Does anyone have anything else?
Give me a minute.
You're making me scared. Is this fucking blowing in the mic
Knuckles as
ASMR?
SpongeBob. There we go. Knuckles as SpongeBob. There we go.
Knuckles as SpongeBob. Well, fuck me. You can fucking... Yeah, Patrick should... Well... Yeah, Patrick should be Knuckles because, I mean, even the ordinary Knuckles can be kind of stupid sometimes.
You know what makes this 40 times better? That
Don't say Knuckles Sonic... No, don't say Sonic Boom anything. That's...
No, the funniest... What makes this 40 times funnier that we're talking about SpongeBob and Sonic crossing over, but the current topic is SJW controversy. So if somebody clicks in on this, we're gonna be talking about freaking Knuckles SpongeBob, and it's gonna be SJW controversy.
You know what?
Dr. Eggplankton. No.
Oh my god.
You guys, we only need 15 minutes. Yeah.
They're... Oh shit, I can't reach my mouse.
Does Nick have a
There you
daily
go.
onion?
Oh, damn it, I fucking
don't have
misspelled
any
it.
no Daily Onion. Go see what the hell I'm doing if you want some fucking Daily Onion goddamn shit.
Oh, damn.
Nick's been streaming for a while. Soniv and SpongeBob fan base.
No, just keep watching. I fucking misspelled it.
Sonk? Sonk. I'm sorry. You're like, no, keep watching, and then they changed from Soniv to Sonk.
Okay, enemies. Dr. Eggplankton or... Wait. Dr. Eggplankton, Dr. Zooplankton. What? Zooplankton? I don't get it.
Sandy Chow.
Do you see it yet, Jesse?
See what the Sonic... Oh, controversy.
Sonic and SpongeBob fanbase controversy. Oh, fuck.
So a lot of fans have been upset recently due to the leaked photo of Sonic and Mr. Krabs being crossbreeded together in the all-new Sonic Mania Plus.
Oh, damn! Wasn't sure what the aquatic version of Eggman would be. Fucking...
Aquaman.
It's... No, Jesse. It's like a fusion like Dragon Ball, and it's the ultimate double boost.
Double depression.
And then it's just, hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again, but it's all uppy and shit.
As they're boosting off of a cliff.
Oh!
Back to SpongeBob.
Back to fucking, you know, I don't even know. Dr. Vivaparity? Vava? I don't know.
What would be another horrible crossbreed?
Or
Mario and Courage the Cowardly Dog. There we go.
Okay, you know what? I should have asked this before, but like, what seasons of SpongeBob specifically, or if it's easier, what gen SpongeBob? Like good gen,
those
like
ones.
classic gen, good gen, bad gen, like what?
Those ones.
Which one?
The ones that have layers.
Okay, old SpongeBob or new SpongeBob? How about that?
Middle-aged SpongeBob.
So new? God damn it.
Wait, what? Okay.
Well, I mean, unless you're referring middle-aged as in the fact that old SpongeBob act adult-like before, then I guess old. I'm not really sure though. What the fuck, Schnick?
Knuckles the Squidna.
Schnick, what is wrong? What, is your controller broken?
Shake your face. You look like you're gonna pop.
Your fucking controller broke? Oh! How did that happen? Holy fucking shit, he broke his controller or something.
Oh
Jesus
no.
Christ. He's so pissed off he doesn't want to say anything.
I just assumed he was playing Mario Party and it was a very intense match.
Does it, like, so fucking lazily that it just looks off? Like, literally it just looks like he's going...
He's swimming backwards. No, Vandalia, I did not see Schnick sing.
Swimming backwards.
Yeah.
Okay,
10
what did
more
I
minutes
miss?
to fill.
Actually, no,
Yeah,
20.
10.
I'm going off
Okay,
of
we have-
runtime.
Yeah. Okay, well, we have
Okay, let me see this.
20 more minutes.
Or Dr. Caviar, Dr. Rowe, Knuckles the Esquidna, Guardian of the Chaos Pearls, games for us. Speaking of SpongeBob, did you ever see Schnick sing the SpongeBob Christmas song?
Yeah, I said no. Like, when
Oh.
you said that, I said no, I didn't, so. Okay, so I'm just gonna make up stuff to fill in the runtime.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
tell
technically
me
we could.
no.
I mean, technically we could end it sooner if you really want to.
No, we have to fill in the runtime. Anyways,
Oh.
I have to, I'm just, okay, don't tell the viewers, Schnick or Adam, because I'm just gonna make up a story. Don't tell the viewers, okay?
What do you mean? Don't tell the viewers. I don't get it.
Quiet you.
What?
Anyways.
No, you just fucking said that in the fucking stream, you idiot.
No, you. Anyways.
No, you. You
One
fucking
time I
don't
went
know
to
why.
Burger King to order a Big Mac, and they said we didn't have any Big Macs. We're Burger King. Then I said, "This is bullshit. You should give me food because I'm hungry." And they told me to get out.
Big Whopper or get out.
No. You know what you should have did? You should have asked them. Well, if you don't have a Big Mac, then where's my yummy cheeseburger? Yummy cheeseburger.
Schnick's face just progressively gets more and more angry.
More and more triggered. So I walk out the Burger King, and then I get hit by a bus. The bus was filled with toddlers. And I was like, "Who's driving this bus?" And then they said Miss Frizzle. So then I decided to take a ride on the school bus. And you're flying around, and then the topic of the episode was it was about dental hygiene.
Oh,
And then
no.
we flew into dental floss, or not yet, dental floss.
You
So-
flew
and I
into
was like,
floss.
"This, I'm gonna get out." So I crawl out of the dental floss container. Turns out I was still miniature. So then I was crawling around and I jumped off the table. I was falling for a while, but then I landed on a moth. Then the moth flew, and then the moth flew into a spider web. Then the spider came to try and eat me, but then I said, "Yo, spider, I'm good." And then the spider was just like, "Oh." So then
oh. No, the spider. No, you should have said. Then the spider went, "Oh, understandable. Have a nice day in my web. I'll just go somewhere. I'll just make a new web."
The spider. So then I rode the spider down the wall, and then I met up with the.
Well, how'd you get out the spider webbing though?
Yeah, I rode the spider down the wall.
No, but how'd you get off the spider web?
It picked me up. It put me down on its back.
Oh.
So anyways, I rode the spider down the wall and met up with the rest of the class, and then I'm just like, "Hey class," and then the spider ate all of them. And then, and then I took the bus and became gigantic, and then I ran over the spider because he ate my friends. So, so then I get out of the bus, and turned out the bus turned gigantic, but since I was in a bathroom with the dental floss, it crushed everything and I destroyed the side of our house. So then I went homeless for a few years. And then I went to school and I told everybody what happened. They said that's not true. I'm just like, yes. And then I drove over them in my magic school bus.
Oh, damn.
I ended up getting arrested. But
how the fuck?
They asked me who did this horrible crime, and I said, "No, you." And then I got 40 years. Then I said, I will wager my life sentence if you could beat me in a game of Smash.
Shit.
So then me and the police officer had the most intense game of Smash. We were playing the unreleased Smash, Super Smash Brothers for the Atari. We were playing the unreleased of that. And
unfortunately, the budget couldn't allow for Smash 5, even though that's unreleased.
So I chose my main, Spigoblio, and he chose the newcomer Donald Trump.
Oh.
So then as Mario, I kicked Donald Trump, and then I spun him around and said, "So long, Bowser." Then Donald Trump's hairpiece flew off, and then he died. We were playing on the map Hyrule Castle, just so everybody in the stream knows. So anyways, I'm just like, "Ha, I win." And then the police officer just went, "Oh," and then he walked away. But
what?
He ended up evicting my magic school bus, and he ended up crushing it with the crusher. But I said, "No, mister, you don't understand. The bus is alive." And he said, "No, you." And I'm like, "Oh, good point."
What?
So then he killed him. So then he killed the magic school bus. And then I decided that it's getting kind of late after 70 years. So I'm just like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. But by that time, McDonald's went out of business because Wendy's roasted them on Twitter.
Too many times.
Oh, Wendy's was trying to make up for when they couldn't serve me my fucking chicken sandwich.
So instead I went to Wendy's, tried to order a chicken sandwich, but they wouldn't order it for me, and they said no. So then I'm just like, "Is it alright if I have a Big Mac?" And they said, "Sir, you just said the forsaken word." And then the cashier pulled out a katana and was like, "You will challenge me. You must defeat me in battle if you want your Big Mac." So then I'm just like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with this." So I'm just like, "No, it's fine. I guess I'll just take a large Diet Coke." Then she's like, "Oh," and she put down the katana. And then, like,
oh.
Just kidding, right? I do challenge you. Then I grabbed the katana and stabbed her. And then she's like, and her dying words were, "Thank you for your patronage." So then I took a bite of the Big Mac, and And what sucked about the Big Mac is that I had pickles on it, even though I clearly said that I didn't want pickles. So then my entire day was ruined. I'm sorry, Schnick, that face you gave.
You won't even know what the hell happened during that time.
Cool. So anyways, I went back home, and I told my mom, I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. Wendy's wouldn't give me the Big Mac. Then she said, oh. And then it turned out that she was making dinner anyways, so I just ate the dinner she made. And that's the end of my story.
Well, now we gotta cover 10 minutes.
No, you.
I knew you were gonna say that, and because you said that, you,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, my trap card. Shit.
No.
God damn it.
You don't know what the hell I went through just a couple of minutes ago.
You activated my trap item. Fucker spinner.
No, I didn't fucking do that shit.
No, Jesse did.
Yeah, he did that, but let's just say I'm not mad because my controller's fine. There's no broken button.
Adam, is that a thought spinner
No, it's a fucker spinner.
with 2 C's?
Yes.
So yeah, today.
Ow! Fuck! Ow, that fucking hurt. Oh my god.
I guess the fucker spinner really does know who's a fucker and who's not.
No, you. I said that to Jesse, not you.
Hey.
Well, now you gotta cover fucking 8 minutes.
So then I went back to the McDonald's.
Oh god, there's more.
Wendy's.
This DLC. It's the DLC, guys.
Yeah. This is an expansion pack to my story.
The shadow episode.
Okay, so anyways, I go to Wendy's, and just like, that Big Mac you made me was trash, and they said, no, you're trash. So then I said, but you're Garbo, and then they said, but, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. And then Wendy's shut down because I roasted them too hard. And then all the fast food restaurants were down, and I'm just like, well, I guess now everybody could just go to a real restaurant and actually be healthy. But then the entire economy of the United States collapsed because there was no more fast food restaurants. So then there was 20 years of the Great Depression. And
Jesus Christ.
and how I filled the time was, what I did was, instead I was eating steak at a fancy restaurant while everybody was starving and they were eating each other. And then I said, hey, stop that. That's not healthy for you. You shouldn't eat your husband's head. You shouldn't be doing that. They said, oh.
But
so then I saved the United States economy by telling people not to eat themselves.
Did those Trump steaks hold you out for a while?
States. So then Russia tried to nuke the US, but then the US tried to nuke Russia, but then North Korea exploded. That happened.
They exploded because they fucking dropped the bomb by accident, and thus exploded every
I
other
swear,
bomb
you
they
can throw a
had.
grenade in North Korea and it'll set off 20 nukes at once. Anyways.
God, dude, it's like you can't throw a fucking... No. Dude, it's like you can't shoot a gun without causing bombs to explode.
You'd sneeze.
Boom.
So anyways, North Korea exploded, and I'm just like, the US, why did you do that, Mr. President? And Trump told me, no you. And then I said, stop. And then I said, well, because Russia was trying to nuke us. And I said, but you fired the nukes first. Then he said, no you. And then I said, stop. And then after that he kicked me out of the White House, and I flew off the 900th story because the White House got turned into a white apartment. Oh my god, this is so... Anyways, sorry about that. So I was falling, and then the magic school bus came back because it didn't die. And I'm just like, how did you not die? And it's like, because I'm magic, bitch. So then I'm just like, oh. And then it drove me away to the sunset. But then I flew too close to the sun and I died.
Oh, you literally flew in the sun.
And then after that, as I was dust particles, I reformed in another universe, and I was reborn and became the person I was today. So
yeah, this universe sucks, doesn't it?
it is pretty skunkish. And I said skunkish at this moment, and since I said skunkish 3 times, you have to take 3 skunkish shots, or 4 skunkish shots. No, 5.
Shit.
Is Brandon still in the chat?
He was never in the chat.
Then what'd you get the Brandon 420 thing from?
I never did.
You what?
I didn't even say one time Brandon was here at all.
You claimed, oh, Brandon says in the chat, today's my day, 420.
No, someone else in the chat said every day is 420 for me, dogs.
Oh.
It wasn't Brandon, it was someone else.
I was sworn you said Brandon.
No.
The person's name was Bryna Brown, so I guess you could be confused with why. So
Maybe.
Well, I guess we can end it now, because there's like about 3 minutes, so...
And I'm not going to tell you what I was mad about, because you need to come and you need to deduce it yourself.
also, I'm pretty much free this entire weekend.
Whoa.
So,
Magic.
if any of you want to do a stream with me, then you can, or like a Smash stream or something.
It's magic.
Schnick, I swear, one of these days you're gonna grunt like that and your head's just gonna pop.
Oh, God.
You're not gonna know when. You're just gonna go, and then pop, and then yeah, it's gonna happen.
Anyways, so look out for next time's podcast, and fucking, if bullshit happens in your school that's injustice, like my situation, and school is trying to set you up for failure, fucking do shit about it. Speak up, because that's fucking not okay to not speak up about it and fail because of bullshit. And you know what? I don't even know what the fuck else happened, so I don't really think much
Don't
else
order
happened.
a Big Mac at Wendy's.
Unless you want to fight. Same thing for getting arrested, except it's Smash, so you'll probably be fine. As long as you're, like, been into locals at least. Maybe.
Maybe. I'm still just trying to fill in time because we only have, like, 2 more minutes left.
Dude, we're fucking, you know, no, fuck you, we're ending this early. Alright, we'll see you guys.
No! I worked so hard!
Well, fine, fucking say, like, a 1 minute... Okay, I thought I was gonna burp, but say a 1 minute story, let's go, right now.
No, you.
Fine, I'll say a story. Okay, so I was at the fucking park, and a friend of mine comes up, and he's like, "Yo, it's my nigga Tyrone, what's up?" "Oh, hey, nothing much. You know, just watching the birds and the bees, you know, fuck each other. I mean, it's just what it is." "Yeah, man. Hey, have you seen Riley the Rapist?" No, why?" "Oh, well, I heard that he fucking fucked somebody. I want to know if it was somebody that you knew." No, why?" "Because, well,
I hope that story. That story doesn't sound true to me. Something about that story seems off. Anyways,
What do you mean it seems off? What's off about it?
Your name isn't Tyrone. It's Mario, obviously.
No, it is Tyrone because my nigga Jerome calls me Tyrone. Like
it's too late for this.
No,
the podcast should be over. We're going overboard, Adam. We're
oh
going
my
overboard.
god! As soon as he said we're going overboard, literally it turned to 2 hours. Like the second you said
Your story is too long. Your story's too long. We're going overboard.
Put that shit away.
Now I have to get to bed.
Schnick.
It's too late.
Fuck you, faggot. Also, fucking. Also, Schnick, fucking put that shit away.
No, because you need to go watch my stream now.
No, you.
Well, this case says it all. You were playing Shrek on Xbox, most likely race mode, and you were fucking raging at race mode. That's my only explanation. There you go. Merry fucking weed day or whatever. Fucking smoke that blunt. Fuck you, fuck you, Smetler, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Oh wait, the conclusion of the story. Basically, Jerome got fucked. All right, bye. Bye. Bye.
No, you.